I've now been asked and answered this question 3 times by the both of you, and I've given you my answer. The president feels the same today as he did yesterday.
Okay.
Philip.
And on my follow-up on what you had just said.
Go ahead, Philip. Kaitlin, I'm not taking your follow-up.
I have a follow-up on something you just said, though, Caroline. That's
Kaitlin,
regarding
I'm not
Jeffrey
taking your follow-up. Philip, go ahead. I've called
Thank you. The vice president.
Hold on. I love her face. Like, I love Kaitlin Collins' face after she realized that Caroline Lovett was not messing around, bro.
Caroline, I have 2 questions. One on a follow-up on something you just said. But since we have these messages released, and you said that the president has now personally reviewed them, at the chat at one point, Pete Hegseth wrote 14-15 strike drones on target, and in all caps, he said, "This is when the first bombs will definitely drop." Does the president feel that he was misled by his national security advisors, whoever it was that told him there was no classified information in there, now that he's seen these messages?
I've now been asked and answered this question 3 times by the both of you, and I've given you my answer. The president feels the same today as he did yesterday.
Okay.
Philip.
And on my follow-up on what you had just said.
Go ahead, Philip. Kaitlin, I'm not taking your follow-up.
I have a follow-up on something you just said, though, Caroline. That's
Kaitlin,
regarding
I'm not
Jeffrey
taking your follow-up. Philip, go ahead. I've called
Thank you. The vice president seemed to express some frustration that Europe wasn't.
Hold on. I love her face. Like, I love Kaitlin Collins' face after she realized that Caroline Lovett was not messing around, bro. She tried to bully it. She tried to do what these reporters do and control the narrative, but no, that wasn't happening. Not on Caroline Lovett's watch. But I have another one for you guys, because it just seems like Kaitlin Collins has been having a bad day, man. It just seems like she's been having a bad day. She had a veteran on her show, and watch how she tried to bully this man, and he goes in on her. Watch this. If you have not seen this, hit the like button and share this. Here we go.
Do you believe that a mistake was made here, though, to have this conversation, to add a reporter, and to have it on an unsupported, classified group setting?
Kaitlin, as I've just told you, I've just answered the question. I wasn't part of it. And, I'm not going to speculate more than what the president's already talked about and those who've been involved have talked about. But we'd love to talk about the veterans.
Yeah, and I do have questions about the veterans, but given what we saw with the group chat and how this was used, you are a member of the cabinet. You obviously know these other members, several of them who were in there. Is this typical for the cabinet to have conversations over Signal? Is this something that you use?
Well, Kaitlin, since you undoubtedly do not want to talk about the VA, I have a question as VA secretary. As cabinet, I want to ask you, because I've been curious about this, because my job is to take care of veterans. And I would like to know why CNN is hostile to veterans, especially one in Florida, where you just had a $5 million defamation suit taking offense at a veteran who was trying to help people. In fact, one of your employees actually said, "We're going to nail him." I have a question for you, Kaitlin. Is that employee still employed? Are you really concerned about veterans? So if we don't want to talk about veterans now, you want to talk about everything else, I'd like to hear from CNN as the veteran cabinet secretary, why CNN seems to have a problem with veterans.
Well, Mr. Secretary, respectfully, my question was about whether or not you as a member of the cabinet use this. And respectfully, I'm conducting the investigation. And I do have a lot of questions for you on Veterans Affairs, but I don't think it would be unwarranted to ask.
What you want to do is talk about the subject I've already answered. And if you want to continue this like this, that's fine. But there are VA employees who are working very hard. There are veterans who get their care from the VA and they get their benefits from the VA. And it does me no good to speculate on something that I've already asked and answered. So I've asked and answered your question. Why don't you answer mine? Are you still, is this person still employed who said they were going to nail one of my veterans, who you had to do a $5 million award from a jury because of defamation, and then you settled the case? Answer my question.
Respectfully, sir, I'm asking the questions here, and I have no involvement in it.
Won't y'all give Kaitlin Collins a break, man? Stop being so mean to Kaitlin. She didn't do nothing to nobody. She didn't do nothing but come to work and ask questions. You do know that that's her job, right? Answer her damn questions. She's in the driver's seat. I do want to say this though, and I mean this respectfully. This Trump administration messed up with this whole signals leak. They did. They should always know who's in the building. They should always know who's in the room. They should always consider the audience before they start their discussions. Period. whether it's confidential or not, because you already know people hate the Trump administration, even when they're doing nothing but good. They can't wait for you to clip up. So all this gentleman is doing is ducking and dodging the questions. He's doing exactly what I don't like to see from anybody who shows up on one of these platforms and want to communicate or discuss politics. They duck and dodge the questions. That's not admirable. Yeah, he shut her down, but and all you did was start a damn argument because you ain't feel like answering the question. You don't get no brownie points for that, bruh. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. You don't get no kudos or smack on the back for that, bruh. You don't get no attaboy for that, bruh. Because you yelling at a woman, you don't get no love for that. There's a way to do it, but you can do it with facts. You can answer her question. You can make her look foolish by her insinuations and the fact that she thought she had a gotcha moment. Well, you could have cleared that up by simply being more clear, more eloquent. You know what I mean? Straightforward. You dancing, you ducking, you dodging. You doing the same thing that they're doing. You're part of the problem. He got tired of her asking her, why did you even go on the show? You knew what they was going to talk to you about. Don't even go on the show. Sorry. Now, Kaitlin Collins, she's not wrong for trying to get the answers. She's on CNN. You already know whose side she's on. She's not on Trump's side at all. She's looking for a hole that she can exploit. She's looking for something that she can exploit. You're giving her rope. So I don't look at this as anything, but I do like the energy. I love the energy of somebody that's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to give you a little bit of your own medicine. I'm going to give you a little bit of what you came in for. You want to start some sugar honey iced tea? Well, let's do it. That energy, him matching her energy, cool. But you got all dressed up in a suit to go appear on CNN to answer questions. Answer questions. What you didn't go on CNN to do was ask questions. No, don't nobody go on CNN to ask questions. So I do realize that he had himself a moment, and he probably was right. Everything he was saying, y'all love to attack veterans. Y'all try to act like y'all American first, but y'all are not. Like, he could have gone down that road if he wanted to, but trying to ask her a question and get her to answer it, no, she's not there to answer your questions. Let's keep it fair here. Let's have the real conversation about this right here. She's not there to answer your questions, bro. She's not. Period. Maybe I'm wrong.